Let's ride. Let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I got to tell you, this is a perfect example of why Sean Payton decided to move off of Russell Wilson. Right here, this little bit of pettiness. I got to tell you, I think Sean Payton made a very loud statement when he chose to move off of Russell Wilson. All right, not only was Russell not capable of running the offense that Sean Payton wanted to run, that's a timing and rhythm offense, but he did not have time for the pettiness. You know, Sean Payton is a Bill Parcells dude. All right, you know who also used to be on those staffs? Bill Belichick. Those guys, they don't have time for the pettiness. Now, we know Russell Wilson, Mr. Unlimited, right? Dangerous Subway sandwiches. Boy, that ad campaign came and went rather quickly, did it not? Well, Russ got some problems, all right? Now, Russell has crashed and burned now with this the second team since the Broncos. Third team since the Seahawks. I mean, Pete Carroll and John Schneider could not hit eject on his ass to the Denver Broncos quick enough, and people knew that they had been trying to trade him for like 2 years prior. The other day, Sean Payton said the following. He praised Bo Nix by saying, hey, we were really hoping they would make the quarterback change to the kid after we played them. Well, guess who was the starting quarterback before they played him? It was Russell Wilson. And that told you Sean Payton, he don't believe Russell's got it anymore. And you tell me, what have you seen from Russell Wilson lately that would tell you he still got it at all?
I have a ton of respect for that organization. I spent 4 of my early years there, coordinating Super Bowl, first game in this stadium before 9/11. Close with the Mayor Tisch family, and you know they found a little spark with that quarterback. I was talking to John Mayer not too long ago, and I said we were hoping that change would have happened long after our game.
Okay. Again, we were hoping that change would happen long after our game. AKA, we wanted Russell. We don't think he's got it anymore. You notice something? Cincinnati Bengals, they sat down and they had a bunch of conversations about a bunch of different quarterbacks before they traded for Joseph Flacco. Russell Wilson was one of the guys they talked about here. Russell Wilson's not nearly as old as Joe Flacco is. But Zach Taylor said, you know what, I think I believe around 4 years older Joe Flacco can run my offense better than Russell Wilson. Let's trade for Joe Flacco. Russell Wilson, and this has went mega viral, 35.5 million views on it now. Russell Wilson, look, Danger Russ. Okay, God almighty. Russell Wilson has fired back at Sean Payton. Classless, but not surprised. Didn't realize you're still bounty hunting 15 plus years later through the media. Let's ride. Yeah, Broncos country's like, nah, you ain't riding nothing here. You ain't riding nothing here. Broncos country, let's ride. Please, you're not riding anything. You're really close to riding the unemployment line is what you're pretty close to riding. just in case you wonder, I got to tell you, the Bountygate thing was one of the biggest frauds in the history of sports. And what I mean by that is, and this is, look, Bounty System probe is well-worn territory. Yeah, because, and this is just talking about New Orleans, but look, the 85 Bears had a bounty system. 89 Eagles, one of the greatest defense. Look, this 85 Bears, greatest defense ever. 89 Eagles was right there. Buddy Ryan had a bounty. You see that place bounties of $500 on Troy Aikman. They went after Luis Zendejas. Oh, God, I haven't heard that name in a long time. A long time. The Green Bay Packers bounty system. The Baltimore Ravens bounty system. Well, here's the other dirty little secret. And a lot of ex-players came out and said it. Every team in the league at the time and before had some kind of bounty system. They had some kind of bounty system, and it's still puzzling why they decided to target the Saints, other than the fact that Kurt Warner got dinged up, yada, 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 right? And they went after Greg Williams, who, by the way, really damn good defensive coach. I mean, he is a good defensive coach. One of the best coordinators, actually, to ever coach defense. But he would go after some quarterbacks. So Russell Wilson, in all his glory, decided that he would take a snipe at Sean Payton because of Bountygate. Okay, I mean, that's great. But Sean Payton, if things keep going like it's going, Sean Payton, he probably already is, to be honest. But Sean Payton is quickly playing his way into the Hall of Fame if he is not already there. Won a hell of a lot of games with the Saints, won a Super Bowl with Drew Brees, and the Broncos, I mean, he's going to take the Broncos to the playoffs, yada, yada, yada. But Russell Wilson, you left the Seahawks. Okay, you look like you had a Hall of Fame career with the Seahawks. Failed with the Broncos, failed with the Steelers, failed with the Giants. I didn't think you could play yourself out of the Hall of Fame. And I would still lean towards you can't. But damn it to hell, Russell Wilson trying to. He's trying to. And Russell Wilson thinks he's funny. By the way, Russell Wilson, he getting, to say he's getting spit roasted right now is I mean, look, yeah.
Let's ride. Let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
Oh,
let's ride.
You're in Broncos country. That's good. That's good. Never forget we had to count the play clock down for you. That's right.
And now 5.5 to go in the ball game.
Oh my God. That was the crowd trying to help Russell Wilson out. This is how every Broncos fan felt watching you play. Oh, I'm not happy. I remember this too. Look at his teammate looking at him like, you are straight crap, homie. I mean, honestly, not good. Not good. Giants fans, to Russ every time he gets a snap. Let's see. That's being done. Bruh, yeah. Yeet. No yeet. Oh, here we go. How about this pass?
Play clock at 1.
Claps his hands, gets it away, throws, and that's incomplete. So it's
Washed. Look, that's all I'm going to show. On 35 million views, I assure you, we could go on. I could go live right now, and we could just read the retorts from insert fan community here on Russell Wilson getting destroyed. Wow. He's got a strange cultish like fan base too. That for some reason, I don't know why they shield for Russell like they do, because to me he comes across as maybe a top 5 most unlikable guy in sports. But they do. His little fans show up. You know. You're a racist if you don't like. I am? Really? Dude can't hit the broadside of a barn. I mean, what's that got to do with skin color? Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.